My name's Dr. Matthew Makin. I'm a consultant in palliative care medicine and I'm the Chief of Staff for Cancer Services at Betsy Cadwallader University Health Board. More than half of the patients we diagnose with cancer are over 70 and over a third are over 75. So we're seeing an increasing incidence of cancer that's associated with an ageing population. What's really important as we plan cancer services and we offer treatment to patients over 70 is we ensure that they get the most appropriate care.
I'm William Richards. I'm 74 years old. I spent most of my life doing manual labour. I live in a small village called Pentrethyn Cymru. My wife and I were blessed with 3 daughters and we now have 6 grandchildren. I was diagnosed with esophageal cancer. There was a 40 centimetre tumour which needed removing. I was fortunate in that we have a daughter who was at the time a health visitor, and she was with me all along. She took it all in and she could then relate it back to me in possibly an easier language than the consultant would have done. The treatment I received at Glanllwyd and at Wrexham was second to none. The reason that I've become so interested in Macmillan and Gutsy in particular is that in a sense of gratitude, I think. Deallach bo chi wedi ffonio Gutsy. Ja, na chi.
We've got to consider that some older patients with cancer may be living alone, or they may need additional help. Now that help may be simple things like ensuring that they've got the right access to transport into hospital, ensuring that they're supported in moving around hospital, but also ensuring that they've got access to the right information, the right financial support. And certainly in Wales, we've got to appreciate that for many patients, and for many older patients, Welsh may be their first language.
I'm Helen Jones. I'm a volunteer driver for the Sandville. Anybody with cancer, I take them up to Velindre, usually for radiotherapy treatment. And very often they can be older people who definitely need a lot of help. It's useful to have a volunteer driver because you can offer a personal service. If an ambulance driver or a bus driver takes you, they'll take them to the door and the patient is left. And a little old lady or a little gentleman, it's very hard for them to just walk in and have to go and look for the rooms they've got to go to for their treatment. If I go with them, I'll take them down to the treatment rooms.
Evidence that's emerging from the National Cancer Equality Initiative suggests that patients may not be getting access to the support and information they're entitled to.
My name's Pam Wiggly. I work in the Macmillan Information Centre at the Wrexham Hospital in North Wales. I provide information and support, now whether that's emotional support or practical support, but that's my role, is to help provide the additional support to patients. Particularly for older people, when they come in, they seem very reluctant to tell you what their concerns are. They've sort of grown up with the ethos that they shouldn't complain and they should just get on with it. So part of my role is to coax out from them what it is that really is bothering them at the time.
In older patients with cancer, it's important to consider them as individuals. The wrong thing to do is to make assumptions purely based on their chronological age. And there are some patients in their 70s, 80s, 90s who may well have many years of healthy life ahead of them.
My name is David Phillips. Will be 73 in July and I'm from Leith. I have a wife and her name is Pat. I was diagnosed with throat cancer. At the end of my second treatment, I lost the ability to walk. I couldn't walk. That's when Kathy and Wendy came along, the 2 Macmillan therapists.
My name's Wendy Wilkinson. I've been working with Dave for about 2 years. The work I was doing with him was just trying to keep him independent within his own home, help him to be able to get on and off chairs, in and out of bed. He wanted to get back out there into the wider world and he wanted to go back driving. Part of the way that we got him there was by introducing him to swimming.
After swimming, I'm 10 foot tall.
It's been fantastic for me to see Dave progress over the last 2 years. He's just an inspiration to everyone.
As we develop better cancer services, What's really important is that we keep the older person in our focus. What that means is that we don't discriminate based on age, that we assess each individual as an individual.
For information, help, or if you just want to chat, call the Macmillan support line on 0808 808 0000 or visit macmillan.org.uk.